That's correct.
Now, these matters being within your exclusive jurisdiction, you take over from a former NDPP beginning of February 2019, and you deal with these matters in the manner you did, delegated a number of matters to some advocates on issues that are within your jurisdiction. I said, this is worrisome to me because no one will account on these matters other than you. Am I correct?
Chairperson, to explain this, I agree that the National Director is accountable.
No one will account on these matters within which you have an exclusive jurisdiction. Am I correct?
Chairperson, if I may be allowed to answer that and explain what I mean by that. Indeed, the NDPP is accountable for his or her decisions. And this is an NDPP's decision to authorize a racketeering matter. But it should not be worrisome that a national director deals with this matter in this way.
No, you cannot answer for me. They do worry me because I've listened to the evidence, I've looked at the legislative framework and provisions. That's why I'm asking you the question that being the head, who assists with these powers exclusively, and matters of this nature arise, who should really account? I do take note of the fact that you could have delegated certain powers to some of your advocates because of your busy schedule. But now, because we are dealing with matters within your exclusive jurisdiction, I get worried that you might have failed to do what you ought to have done in terms of the legislation. I may be wrong. That's why I seek your assistance.
And Chairperson, this is what I'm trying to do, is to explain to the chair how so that it should, in my view, not in my for concern. If you look at how national directors deal with these authorizations, in fact, I think it was Advocate Mr. Ngasana's affidavit, where he says that when Advocate Jiba took the decisions that she did in the original authorizations, she relied on reports that were given to her from prosecutors, etc. And that's the correct thing. She absolutely did what is expected of her, even though authorizing is purely a national director's function. She was correct in relying on reports from either Advocate Chauke or the prosecutors in that matter, and not reading the dockets and documents herself. Well, not documents, but the dockets and all the evidence.
It will be helpful. I'm sorry to interpose. Let's not talk about what Advocate Jiba did. She's not before us. Let's talk about you. Because she may well have been here to answer the questions that I'm asking you, but she's not here. You're the only one at this point who can assist us to understand how your office functions.
Chairperson, that's what I'm trying to do. I am not answering for Advocate Jiba. What I'm saying is, this is the way national directors deal with these matters. And I said she, in fact, acted appropriately in that matter when she took a decision and relied on reports from those that are her subordinates. That is the way a national director deals with these matters. Advocate Ngasana, likewise, decided not to appeal, and he can speak for himself if he's called. My understanding would be that he would not have looked at all of the dockets and read all of these in detail. And so all I'm saying, Chairperson, is that, and there's sufficient case law on this, that a national director is not expected to read every single docket and all the evidence, and that you can rely on others in your office, even though it relates to a racketeering matter, to give you reports and to make sure that you have the necessary assurance and checks in place to make the right decision. So in this case, absolutely nothing wrong with the way in which I manage this matter.
I do note, and I don't want to have this exchange with you, but I do know that you earlier answered that you don't read all dockets. These questions revolve around the email which was directed to you personally. Not talking about a general issue relating to all documentations that are within the space of the NPA. I'm talking about communication involving these serious allegations of witness tampering in matters revolving, which is within your exclusive jurisdiction.
Chairperson, I explained as I did, and I can take the matter no further.
Yes, thank you.
So getting back, if I may, Chairperson, to one of...
Before you go back, let's just wait for counsel to take us to where he was.
Chairperson,
because we interrupted him with the question.
Yes. Chairperson, I had actually been interrupted, with all due respect. I was answering counsel's...
No. I'm saying he can remind us of the question we interrupted your answer.
I have the question written down, Chairperson, and I can...
No, he can ask it.
Okay.
Thank you. Advocate Batoy, I think just read what you want to read.
I appreciate
because
that.
You seem to be keen to read something.
No, I'm not keen to do it.
Just read it. I'll move to the next question.
Thank you very much. If I may then. I understood counsel to say...
the answer you wanted to give. I have other questions.
I have to answer it in the context of the question. So I want to remind myself as well as the panel. Gosh, so much has happened since then. I'm trying to find where I wrote it down. If you'll bear with me, Chairperson, just for a minute.
Advocate Batoy, my sister reminds me that it's long after tea time. As you are perusing your notes, looking for the question, Advocate Batoy, I don't know whether you like us to take a break or you wait for Counsel Batoy to look for the question and answer, or whether would like us to...
You gave the correct instruction that I not to continue asking the questions. The witness countermanded. So I'm asking the witness, she must read what she wants to read. Now she's wasting time paging through. So if she's found the portion, she move on. And I will be happy after that has been answered to take the adjournment. But I was happy with your initial direction, but the witness protested. That's fine. But she's now not reading.
Would you please read what you said you wrote?
Yes,
because
I will.
I thought I was guiding.
Chairperson, with all due respect, if I had been allowed to answer the question fully at the time, I would have dealt with the two aspects. But a lot happened after that, and I've written a lot of things down, and I'm trying to go back to find it. So I'm not trying to waste time, Chairperson. I'm really trying to deal with this
It's not
efficiently.
helpful to be argumentative. It does not advocate Batoi. I tried to assist by guiding because I also wanted to recap where we ended, and I asked that counsel could recap and take us where he ended when I interposed. And you insisted that you want to read your answer. And that's where we are now. Do you have the answer?
Thank you, Chairperson. If you'll give me a minute.
What is going on?
Chairperson, I will try. Chairperson, if I may, I will try to find it during the break. But what I recall was put to me was that words to the effect that I had evidence, I had indicated to the DPP that there was no evidence in the racketeering and predicate offenses. I could be mistaken. I need to check my notes carefully. But I want to say that I had indicated to the DPP that there was no evidence on the racketeering matter, and that she was to decide on the matter. So I just wanted to clarify that.
That's
Well, I'm still going to check and make sure your question was precise, but that is the answer that I wanted to give. Yes.
thank you.
Counsel, may I just come in here? I know it's tea time. May I or not? Okay.
Advocate Koitobi, before my sister takes off, you want to follow up?
No, Madam Chair, I think we should take the adjournment. This has not been a productive 5 minutes.
Advocate Batui. After the chairperson had asked questions, you insisted that you read the question. You insisted that you'd like to read the question that Advocate Ngukaitobi had asked you. And the chairperson engaged you to say, no, but let's give him a chance to recap on that. And in your own word, you said, I have written the question and I'd like to read that question. And now when you are given the opportunity to read the question, now you can't find the question. You have to go through your notes. Is that the case?
Yes.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Let's take a tea adjournment until 12 o'clock. You are still under oath, madam. We'll adjourn.